Before we start this episode, I would just like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Enjoy your day. Welcome back everybody to episode 5 of Into the Future on Football Manager 2021. In this episode we are going 100 years ahead into the year 2120. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and also click the little bell to get notified when a video goes live. Please leave a like on this video and also feel free to leave a comment if you have anything to say about the video. So let's kick off this episode by taking a trip to England to see who's been winning the titles there. We left episode 4 with Manchester City winning the title in the 99-2100 season. So let's take a look who's been winning the titles from then onwards. So as we slowly scroll up, we will see Man City retain their title again. Derby back to winning titles, as we see here. Look, in the 92-93 season, Derby won it back to back. Derby won it again back to back in 2102. Man City and then Watford once again claiming Premier League glory, followed by Man City, Derby, Watford, Man City, Watford, Man City twice, Watford, and out of the blue, Southampton have got themselves a couple of Premier League championships in the year 2015/16 and 2016/17. So that's a new one. Southampton never won the title before on here, let alone the Premier League. And in the last 3 years, we can see Manchester City have won it 3 times in a row. Let's go and take a look at who's won the FA Cup. We left episode 4 with Charlton being the FA Cup winners. Let's see if any new teams have added their list to the honourable FA Cup Championship list. So as we scroll up, we can see Man City won it, Arsenal, United, Arsenal, Watford. See, Watford are just unstoppable these days, and Derby. Man City back to back, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, City, Liverpool, City, Tottenham, and then as we see, Southampton won the league back to back. They're also winning FA Cups now. Look, that's pretty cool. And then Man City twice, and then Watford also the current holders of the FA Cup. So it seems to me that Watford and Derby and even Southampton are the teams to be reckoned with at the moment. Now it's time to take a look at the Carabao Cup. Watford were the last winners in the last episode, and then that went on to be won by Derby twice, Man City, Watford, Manchester United, Watford again, Brighton, who managed to grab themselves a little title there, a Carabao Cup win, United, dominance of Watford 3 times in a row, Southampton again, City, Liverpool, Brighton, another win, that's very good for them. Southampton, Watford and Southampton are the current Carabao Cup holders. So, like I said, there's 3 new teams on the horizon, being Watford, Derby and Southampton. We're now going to go and check out the Spanish League. Previously there had been a big spell of Barcelona and Real Madrid just dominating Spanish football, but in the last episode Atletico Madrid started up their game and were upsetting the odds slightly and winning themselves a few titles. Let's see if Atletico Madrid or anybody else has managed to interfere with Barcelona and Real Madrid's reign in Spanish football. So as we can see here, Atletico Madrid were the last winners, then Real Madrid won it, Barcelona went on to win it 5 times, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid for 4 years in a row, Barcelona twice, and eventually the duck has been broken. In the current season that's just finished, Valencia pipped Real Madrid to the title and Barcelona finished 3rd. So big congratulations to Valencia. They've broken the odds a little bit. Atletico Madrid, they've not actually won anything for the last 22 years, is that? You know, considering they were winning quite frequently alongside Barcelona, mainly. You know, Real Madrid had a spell, but Atletico have dropped off the last 20 years, and it's just been Barcelona and Real Madrid once again smashing out the Spanish League, with the exception of Valencia, who have just won it. Now it's time to go check out the Uber Eats French League. Previously, Paris has been destroying the French League by, winning it consistently without a gap. So even up to the end of episode 4, Paris were just dominant. So as we scroll up, let's see if there's been any new teams winning the French league. So as we can see here is a familiar pattern of Paris for 9 years. Oh, and then Saint Etienne won the French league in 2109/10 season. Congratulations to Saint Etienne. And Paris weren't even in the top 3 that year. Lyon finished second and Nice finished third. However, normality was resumed a year later, with Paris getting their championship back, but Saint Etienne weren't having any of that. They then won it in the 2111/12 season, beating Paris and Nice to the league. Paris then went on to resume for 7 years in a row, before Lyon then go and win the season that's just finished. And again, Paris finished second, and EA Guingamp managed to get themselves a third place finish. Now let's head over to Germany and check out the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen have been, making themselves a little bit of a pest to Bayern Munich in the last, couple of decades. They've been interfering and getting themselves a couple of titles here and there. Not a lot, as you can see. Bayern Munich is still the dominant force, but we left episode 4 would have been Bayer Leverkusen going on to win the league, and then as we go up we can see Munich, and then got 3 in a row, and RB Leipzig grabbed themselves another title. They won it in the 84/85 season. Then Dortmund go and win in 2106. That's their first championship for a very long time. As you can see here, look, we're scrolling down, they're nowhere to be seen. The last time they'd won it was 2054. And here we are in 2106/7. But with that being said, in 4 years they managed to win it 3 times, with Bayern Munich breaking the gap in between. Then it goes to Bayern, and Dortmund win it back to back once again. Munich 3 years on the trot. Dortmund, Munich, Dortmund and Munich. And even in the runners-up spot, we can see that Dortmund are consistently finishing second if they're not winning the title. And Bayer Leverkusen are finishing third quite consistently. It must be quite frustrating, as they had that little spell of dominance. But at the moment, it's flicking between Dortmund and Bayern Munich. Now we're going to go and check out the Serie A Italian League. Napoli had entered a spell of dominance in the Italian football scene, going back all the way from the 68 season, roughly. Look here, look. 1 whole decade, 2 whole decades, nearly 3 whole decades. Lazio broke up there, and even then, up to the end of episode 4, Napoli was still just dominating by winning consistently. So as we scroll up, let's see if there's been any changes in the way the Italian football is being run. So Lazio have a little spell of 4 titles in a row, starting from 105 to 2108. Then Juventus managed to grab themselves a league win, which has been a very long time. Same with Roma, they go on to win 4 times in a row. Juventus then get another one, with Lazio finishing second. Then Lazio get 3. Then Inter finish off with 3. With the domestic leagues out of the way, let's head over to the Champions League. In the previous episode, we could see that Porto had won the Champions League back to back from the year 2100 and up to the year 2101. But now we're going to scroll up to see the last 20 years to see if there's been any additional new teams that have won it, such as Zenit St. Petersburg. Even Derby, they won it a few times at Watford, but as we scroll up, we'll soon find out. So here we go. So we go to Barcelona, Munich, Man City twice, Barcelona, Munich, Barcelona, Man City, Watford again, Bayern Munich, and wow, Southampton have won the Champions League in the year 2113/14 season. They beat Dortmund in Germany. Southampton, wow, brilliant. Then Real Madrid, and then Southampton beat Barcelona at the Zinedine Zidane Arena in Madrid in the 15/16 season. Southampton have won the Champions League twice. Whew. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Dortmund, and then topped off the last season with Bayern Munich winning the Champions League once again. Now it's time to take a look at the Europa League. At the end of the last episode, we had a fascinating finish for the last 4 years with, see, my pronunciation on this is terrible, but here we go, is Ferencvaros, Universitatea Craiova, Molde and Red Star Belgrade were the last 4 winners of the Europa League. So let's see if we've had any other teams similar to that mould, no pun intended, mould, go on and win the Europa League. So we get Galatasaray, Roma, Molde won it again. Zenit St. Petersburg, Rapid Vienna have gone on to win. Universitatea Craiova won again. Dortmund, Paris, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leverkusen, Roma, Wolfsburg, Real Madrid, Atletico Bilbao, they're a new one added to the mix. Liverpool, Sevilla, Valencia, Lyon, and Zenit St. Petersburg are the current champions of the Europa League. Now it's that time to see who's been winning the World Cup. We left the last episode with England winning the World Cup 4 times out of 5. The other team was Spain, who won in the year 2094. So let's see if England's dominance can continue in the last 20 years. So in 2102, Germany beat Portugal in Italy. In 2106, Spain beat Holland in the US of A. And then Germany went on to win it again in 2110, and this time they beat England in South Korea. In 2114, France then became world champions again by beating the Germans in Russia. And then the latest World Cup, 2118, Brazil beat France in South Africa. Now it's time to take a look at the European Championship. Starting from the year 2100, we can see that Serbia beat France to become champions in Holland/Belgium. Then 4 years later, Germany then beat the English again in their home nation. In 2108, Germany then again beat England, but this time it was in Ukraine/Poland. And in 2112, France then beat England once more in Scotland/Wales. So England have got to the last 3 finals of the European Football Championship and lost on each occasion. And then we see France retain the European Football Championships against Spain in Portugal. And in the last year, Spain go on to win and they beat Germany in France. And now what we like to do is we like to check out who is the most valuable player in the world right now in the year 2120. So there we go. We can see the top 3 rated players in the world based on value. We have George Thompson, Guillermo Juarez and Rida El Omari. Let's start with George Thompson, who is a 27-year-old Albanian who plays for Inter Milan. Let's take a look at his profile. So he has 111 caps, scored 56 goals. He predominantly plays up front. He can also play quite well on the right wing. And, you know, even if we just look at his stats here, he's got nothing like 20s or anything, but everything that he does need is quite high, such as, you know, dribbling, his first touch, passing, technique, composure, anticipation, vision of the ball, and all that, you know. While, like I said, there's not a lot of 20s or anything like that, it's not important in this part of this player's game, but the stats he does have high are the ones that he needs. So that's George Thompson for you. Let's take a quick look at his history. So he started his career off at Villarreal before being bought by FC Porto for 76 million, and then Inter bought him for 143 million in the year 2115/16 season. And next up is Guillermo Juarez, who's a 27-year-old Mexican who's currently playing at Manchester City. Let's take a look at his profile. So we can see this guy is a centre mid. That's where his main preference is. Yep. So he's a centre mid player, and we look at his stats here. His first touch, excellent, 19. His passing's 20. His technique, 19. Again, he's a similar player to George Thompson in the sense that he has all the stats needed, for his current position. There's 120 there, but it's not all about the 20s. It's having the high stats in the right area for the type of player that you are. So let's go and have a look what he's been up to in his career. So he started off in the Mexican League with America before eventually being signed in 2012/13 season by Marseille for 45 million, and then he spent 5 years at Marseille, and in Manchester City managed to pick him up for 67 million. And finally, let's just take a quick look at Rida El Amari, who is a 23-year-old Spaniard who plays for Valencia. So again, this guy, he looks like he's an attacking midfielder and can also play central. And if we have a quick flick at his stats, we can see, again, he's got the key components for the type of player that he needs to be. So, he's an attacking mid. So he's got great first touch, dribbling's good passing, great technique, good teamwork, and he's brilliant off the ball. And his acceleration is quick. He's got good agility and overall good balance and jumping reach. So we can see why he's rated as one of the top 3 players in the world. So let's go and have a look at his career. Started his career at Real Hispales, which I think is Real Betis. I'll double check, but I'm pretty certain they haven't got the name right, so they called that on here. So he started his career there. Then Aston Villa bought him for 66 million in the 15/16 season. He spent 3 years with Villa before Valencia picked him up for 146 million in the 17/18 season. If you've managed to get this far in the video, I'd like to thank you once again for watching, and I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Merry Christmas, everybody.